Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Stuffs with Dhyan. My name is Dhyan. So this is my second video in the channel, right? In the first video we discussed about how to make a paper boat. In this video let's discuss some maths of class 5. I am in class 6. That's why I know the maths in class 5. So today we are going to discuss about formulas of perimeter and area. So let's begin. So before starting this video, if you have not subscribed my channel yet, then please subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon so that you get notified when I upload a new video. So now let's begin with the formulas of perimeter and area. So before starting the perimeters and area formulas, we have to know what is perimeter and area. So let's get to the definition of perimeter and area. Starting with perimeter. Okay, let's take a figure. Let's take any shape. Okay, for example, let's take a square. So we have a square. Now, do you notice that there are four sides in a square and all the four sides are equal? All the four sides of the square are equal. So all the four sides together is the boundary of the figure, and this boundary is called the perimeter. So this boundary is called the perimeter. Okay, so let's visualize it a little bit deeply. Okay, so now let's take a rectangular park. Okay, let's take a rectangular park. So a man started at a point on the boundary. He started at a point on the boundary of the park, and he went along the boundary till he reached his starting point. So the distance he traveled is called the perimeter. Okay, the distance he traveled is called a perimeter. I hope that the definition of perimeter is clear to you. So now let's get to the definition of area. So area is the part of the figure inside the boundary. Okay, if you have a square, the part inside the boundary of the square, inside the perimeter of the square, is called the area. Okay, so I hope that both the definitions are clear, the definition of perimeter as well the definition of area. So now let's get to the formulas. Okay, first of all we'll discuss about the formula to calculate the perimeter of a square, and then the perimeter of a rectangle, and then the area of a square, and then the the area of a rectangle. In this video we'll only discuss about two different shapes, and both of them are quadrilaterals. The two shapes are square and rectangle. Okay, so now starting with the formula to calculate the perimeter of a square. Okay, so now you can observe, right, that all the sides or all the line segments of the square are the same. All the sides of the square are the same. For example, if the length of one side is, let's say, 3 centimeter, the length of one side is 3 centimeter, then the length of all the sides will be 3 centimeter. It wouldn't be like this. If one side is 3 centimeter, then the other side would be 6 centimeter. No. All the length of the sides or the line segments would be the same. If the length of one line segment or side is 3 centimeter, then the length of the other line segments will be the same, 3 centimeter. Okay, so now as you know that all the sides are equal. Okay, so let's take a length of a side. Okay, so let's take a length of 5 meter. A side of a square length is 5 meter. Then now say, what would be the length of the perimeter? What would be the perimeter? Okay, so I've asked what would be the perimeter if the length of a side is 5 meter. So you know that all the sides are equal. So you could just do like this: 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, which is 20 meter, right? In a simple way. Can you do in a simple way without doing this long addition? Yeah, we can surely do in a shortcut. So we can write this as 5 multiplied by 4. 5 meter multiplied by 4, which would give us 20 meter. Both of the situations are correct. If you write 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, that would also be correct. But if you write 5 multiplied by 4, then it would be more easier, right? So simply the formula is side multiplied by 4. The side 5 meter multiplied by 4. Okay, side multiplied by 4. So this was the formula to calculate the perimeter of a square. Now let's get to rectangle. What's the formula to calculate the perimeter of a rectangle? Okay, now if you observe, a rectangle is a bit different from square, right? Okay, I know that the sides means there are 4 sides in both the figures. In square also it's 4 sides, and in rectangle also it's 4 sides. But there's something different, right? The length of the sides in a rectangle are different, but in a square the length of all the sides are the same. Okay, the length in a rectangle, the length of any two sides are equal, and the other 2 sides are equal. Means I am saying that if you have a rectangle, then you could see that the parallel sides are equal, and the other parallel sides are equal. Okay, so I hope that it's clear. So the long sides, there are 2 long sides in a rectangle, and there are 2 shorter sides in a rectangle. The two longer sides are just parallel, and the two shorter sides are also parallel to each other. So the longer sides are called length, and the shorter sides are called breadth. Okay, so if you are given that the length of the length is let's say 10 meter. Okay, the length of the length is 10 meter. Then can I find out what is the perimeter? But before finding out the perimeter, you should also know the breadth, right? Without knowing the breadth, you cannot just find the perimeter. So let's say that the length of the breadth is 5 meter, and the length of the length is 10 meter. Okay, so what you do is just 10 plus 10 plus 5 plus 5, which would become 30, right? 10 plus 10 20, 20 plus 5 25, and then adding 5 again, it would give you 30. But we could simply write it like this, right? 2 multiplied by 10 plus 5, right? 2 multiplied by 10 plus 5. 10 plus 5 is equal to 15, and 15 multiplied by 2 is equal to 30. So this is the formula. Summarizing, the formula is 2 multiplied by length plus breadth. The formula for a rectangle. The formula for a rectangle, it's the formula to calculate the perimeter of a rectangle is 2 multiplied by length plus breadth. The length is 10 meter. If the length is 10 meter and the breadth is 5 meter, then the answer will be 30, because 10 plus 5 is 15, right? 50 meter, and the 15 meter multiplied by 2 is 30 meter. So we have finished the formula for the perimeters of both square and rectangle. Now let's get to the area part. Okay, the formula to calculate the area of a square and the formula to calculate the area of a rectangle. Okay, let's begin with the formula for calculating the area of a square. Okay, if it's given that the length of a side of a square is, let's say, 3 meter. If the length of a side of a square is 3 meter, then how do you find the area? Okay, so for finding the area, we just need the length of the side. Okay, here it's given 3 meter. So what we have to do is just we have to multiply it by itself, which means 3 meter multiplied by 3 meter. Okay, the formula is side multiplied by side. We have to multiply side multiplied by side. Okay, in this case it's 3 meter multiplied by 3 meter, which would give us 9 meter. So what's the formula? It's side multiplied by side. Okay, side multiplied by side. So let's get to rectangle. The formula to calculate the area of a rectangle. Okay, so it's also simple. The formula is length multiplied by breadth. If the length is given as 20 meter and the and the and the let's say and the breadth is given as 10 meter, then what would be the area? Length multiplied by breadth. That's the formula, right? So here length is 20 meter and breadth is 10 meter. So it would be 20 meter multiplied by 10 meter, which is 200 meter. I hope that the four formulas are clear to you. I hope all the four are clear. You don't have any doubt. Okay, so that's all for today. If you like this video, then please like this and share this video with your friends and family and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.